God. Snatch back of hell.
And the slow motion.
Man.
I saw the slow motion of that. Oh.
And then the other game, I took the Clips. Line was 6.5. They win by 6. It's been the run for me, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to break it. See if today's the day. We got one NBA game today. We got hockey going on today, though. And, of course, a full schedule of Major League Baseball. I got the franchise and Costi with me today. Franchise, what's happening? How you doing?
Doing well. It's a good day in Toronto. Had a decent day. Hit the play of the day yesterday. But more importantly...
Uh-oh. Look. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Excuse me for 1 second.
How did that feel?
I scared the shit out of my dogs. Leaf's gonna leaf, huh?
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Leaf's gonna leave.
Shout out to the Leafs.
Shout out to the Leafs.
I won't lie to you. Got a little bit dicey. And you know what? The thing is, now the Leafs have to realize that the playoffs are more than one series. But we're not going to face a bad team the rest of the way. So now we get the Florida Panthers, defending Stanley Cup champions. I'm just glad we were able to silence all the haters. So. But 1 down, 3 to go.
Yes, sir. Shout out to them boys, man. Them boys got it done last night. At least somebody's team was able to get it done last night, you know? Fuck, man. We were up, what? 4-3?
That was a crazy
game. Fuck, man. We was up 4-3 heading to the third. McKinnon with the 4-4. Then they take the lead 5-4, and we were fucking dead. Then we go empty net.
Yeah, it was a closer game in that final score shows because there were those 2 empty net goals quickly. But game 7 tomorrow.
Game 7 tomorrow.
The most two exciting words in hockey. If you're not one of the 2 teams involved,
I might be going. I think I don't really got nothing going tomorrow. Game 7 hockey stars. I got, man. Whew. They charging an arm and a leg and a kidney. But
you can give up a kidney. It's not going to hurt you. Arm and a leg. It's a lot, but
yeah, short term.
Fair. Costi, what's happening? How you doing today?
Took an L last night with the Clippers as well, Jay. Again, I still like the side. I still like the spot. And I'm going to play it over and over again. I don't really care about the short term, about individual games losing like that. I feel like myself been reading the board quite well in the playoffs. MLB is what I'm more happy about. Is finally I'm hitting my stride where I'm dialed in. I knew the data needed to come in, but now that you have a few pitching rotations, you start to see how these teams operate on the road and at home, and it's a lot more consistent. Very excited. Very, very excited. Because there's going to be many more months of this, and you just have to keep your hand on the pulse. Have to keep your hand on the pulse, MLB, and just constantly keep dropping it. So excited to talk about it today with you guys.
Yes, sir. Snatchback of hell. Like, oh my God.
I had him on roller skates.
The thing is like Thompson was playing immaculate defense. Like he was all fourth quarter. He was playing great defense. He was handsy. He was getting his hands everywhere. He's being annoying. Brunson just so happened to catch him with one. Like I know Brunson done had that play out in his mind, in the yard, in the gym, millions of times. And for it to come out in the playoffs on the road, fuck. man. Snatch. Thompson. He's left-handed. He's left-handed.
Is he the most clutch player left in the playoffs right now?
No.
Steph
not really clutch. Steph is really the opposite of clutch. Steph in the fourth, really not him. I would probably go Kawhi. I might go Kawhi.
I said now, like current. You used to have those moments, but we haven't seen that clutch shot of him in many years. So I don't know. I think Jalen Brunson.
If you're asking me right now, who would I rather have in the clutch? I'm telling you, Kawhi. Because Kawhi gonna do it on both ends. He gonna go get that fucking stop, and we trust him to get the bucket on the other end. Brunson is in this discussion for sure. You just asked me a question, and I would probably.
I don't blame you. I don't disagree with you.
Let me see who else. Who else still left?
Tatum, no. Mitchell, maybe.
Hell no.
Nobody on the Thunder buddies. They're all good, but nobody's like effectively clutch.
I don't know. SGA might be. He might be on that elk. He might be. Oof.
We just haven't seen it yet because they win the game by 20.
I was just gonna. You say
hold on. When you're talking clutch, are we talking like?
we don't see SGA in the clutch too much because they always.
No, like not fourth quarter, but like that last shot, Kobe-esque. You're in the.
We're not talking. We're talking about like one shot. Like
yeah.
My clutch to me is like last 2 minutes of a ball game, tie ball game. Who do you want? That's clutch for me. Not necessarily one shot, but last 2 minutes of a close game in the fourth quarter. Who do you want?
Right.
And for me right now, it might be Kawhi 1, Brunson 2. Like Brunson just continues to show up in these moments. So it's like Jokic, but Jokic, man, he been pissing me off lately. He been missing free throws and shit.
I know.
Anthony Edwards?
I kind of thought that.
He's up there too. I mean, you can make an argument for him.
I think you can make an argument for AE. Yeah. Yeah.
Jalen, I mean,
Halliburton. I'm going to throw out a name that may not.
Shout out Halliburton, though. Shout out Halliburton.
Yeah,
Halliburton.
I was going to say Hallie.
Shout out
Halliburton. Very clutch.
Game on the line, man. Game on the line. ISO, Giannis, Gardner. Clock ticking down. Twing, attack the high foot, gets to the basket, just finish. Oh, my God. We've been seeing some hoops.
I'm going to throw out a name that may not have the pedigree of like a lot of those guys that you would first think of, and because he's taken sort of second role on his team now, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy, okay, I ain't mad at it. He's playoff Jimmy for a reason. I ain't mad at it.
Like I said, Halliburton's dad is very clutch also.
So clutch that he's staying home.
He ain't staying home. Please don't come to road or home games anymore.
I ain't mad at Pops though. Giannis, he one of them fake humble dudes, and he almost broke character.
Yeah, but when a guy's coming on the court and waving a flag in your face after you just lost a playoff series,
yeah, you be talking.
I would have clocked Allie's dad too.
The Bucks is the main team that be talking shit about Halliburton, and he continue to do their ass time in and time out. Like I was in Vegas when they did it to their ass in Vegas in the in-season tournament last year. Like they just continue to do it to their ass, and Milwaukee keep coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse. They got put out in the play-in. I mean, in the in-season tournament by them boys last year. They got put out in the postseason by them boys last year, and they got put out by them boys again this year. I'm sorry. Get your ass out of here. Stop being fake humble and stop doing all that yapping. That's all I'm saying. If my kid goes to the NBA, I'm going to act the ass. I'm just letting y'all know. So I don't be mad at these dads for acting an ass, bro. All the time, money, effort, energy. Like, that's their whole life. That's their whole persona, bro. I ain't mad at it. Now, he just got to deal with the consequences. Now, because you did it, you at the crib. Now you got to face the music. That's the type of person I am. But is what it was, man. Be what it be. You want to talk some baseball?
Do it.
Major League Baseball. First game today. Evening action. Nationals, Reds, Mitchell Parker, Hunter Green. Dylan Cease, Mitch Keller. No longer the ace, no longer the all-star. Just Mitch Keller.
Just Mitch. Yeah.
Just Mitch Keller. And we got the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Chris. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Luzardo's finna kick the fucking crap out of the Arizona Diamondbacks today. He's minus 150. Minus 150 today. And we got the Royals. Michael Waka versus Dean Kramer. 4 games to start the slate. Chris, how you feeling, my man?
Hey, Jay.
What's happening?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Luzardo's going to kick the crap out of the Diamondbacks today. Give me the Phillies. I trust this Diamondbacks lineup more against righties than I do lefties. Luzardo's been pitching well. This Phillies bullpen gives me some pause, but I think they can. I think they can get to Merrill Kelly, get to this this Diamondbacks bullpen. So give me the Phillies in that one. Give me the Royals. Dean Kramer. I know his best start of the season came at home, but still an ERA over 7. The Royals are playing the better baseball right now. I'm not laying minus 150 with Kramer because the Orioles are due to get one here. I think that the Royals are the better team right now. The Orioles are the better team on paper from a talent perspective, 1 through 9, but I think that the Royals are, like I said, the better team right now. So give me Kansas City plus money. And give me the under 8 in Padres Pirates. The Padres, that offense taking a nosedive as of late, especially now going on the road where they still have a losing record this season. The Pirates don't have great numbers against righties this season, so I think that Dylan Cease could have a good start here. So I'm taking the under 8 in Padres Pirates.
Cassie Durant.
Don't love this slot. I'm going to fade the Phillies here.
No, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why?
I know.
Explain to me why, please.
Just on the road, Arizona's been hitting lefties extremely well.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. I think what Roof mentioned, the Phillies bullpen is absolutely ass, and they're actually worse at home than their average. They've been giving up way too many runs. I think it's going to be a close game, and if it's going to be a coin flip game, I'd rather have plus money in my back pocket. The Diamondbacks have been solid on the road, 9-6. So they've shown you they can win games. I think they're going to steal this one here. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm not going to bet it. I think it's going to be one of those like tied in the 8th. And when you're tied in the 8th and it's no starters are in the game anymore, you have the Phillies bullpen. I think Arizona has a really good shot here. And I'd rather have the plus money than laying 150. I just don't trust the Phillies bullpen at home right now. And both these teams are hitting Arizona's hitting lefties well, and Philly's hitting righties well on the road and at home, vice versa. So the edge is to the plus money for me. I'm staying away from that Baltimore game. Baltimore's been hitting righties really well at home. They are on that pace where they're supposed to win games, that they're going to win games in these series coming up. They're not as bad as their record at 12-18. This is the better pitcher who pitches his best ball at home in this rotation. I did get a really good gift over the last couple of days. They moved Old Man Morton to the relief staff. He's no longer a starter for the Orioles. Thank God.
Oh, God. Damn it.
Oh, I know. It was exciting. I faded him, and it was very exciting. But for a fan standpoint, it's phenomenal. Get his ass out of there. But just scares me, man. I think Baltimore's going to legitimately can win this game 8-2, So I'm just staying away from that one. So really out of this slate, I'll stick with the Diamondbacks.
You're an idiot. I'm on the Phillies.
All right.
Come on, man. Have you not seen Luzardo in his numbers, bro? He's been one of the best in baseball. And I think he come in here, blanked them boys. Perfect bounce back opportunity for the Phillies after losing the other day. While I do agree with a lot of what you said. The Diamondbacks are playing really well on the road, and it's evident of them taking 2 of 3 off the best home team in baseball, the Mets, who had prior to that series only lost 1 game at home all season. I will give you, I do agree that the Diamondbacks are playing well on the road. But I think if this game, I think Luzardo, just based on what we've seen from him, I think he goes 6-7 of maybe 1 run, even maybe 0 run baseball. And in a low scoring battle like this, Friday night at home, Philadelphia, man, I think these boys show out, get this one done. So I can't fade Philly in this spot. Not with my man, my guy. Come on, man. Team Pig Dogs. Luzardo on the mound, man. Luzardo might, if there was Team Pig Dogs, Luzardo might be the starter. He might be the starter. What you think, Chris? Would he be the starter? Who would be our starter if there was Team Pig Dogs? It would be Luzardo.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who our Pick Dog starting rotation would be.
Ron said Keuchel in the 5 spot.
Yeah, JP Sears.
JP in the rotation. JP is in the rotation.
How can you replicate this?
I'm not going to try. I ended up on the 60-day IL last time I did.
Woo.
Woo would be on there. 100%.
I almost needed Tommy John.
Woo's on there. Imanaga-sama's on there.
Okay.
Man, we got a lefty dominant rotation. Shit.
Yeah. Hey, Zeus would be
so Imanaga, knock. JP Sears.
It's a pretty solid rotation.
Who else do we say?
We could go
Scooble.
We could go Scooble. Scooble for sure in there. Scooble for
There
sure.
it is. There it is. That's the 5. Woo, Scooble, knock, Imanaga, and JP Sears.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say, Ron. Or hey Kirby. Hey Kirby.
Oh, we can run a 6-man. We can run a 6-man rotation.
Max Fries.
No.
Scooble.
So we got Scooble, Luzardo, Kirby, JP,
Imanaga-sama.
I'm saying we can run a 6-man rotation.
Beans, Imanaga-sama.
No. As much as like Paul. No, but see, here's the
We're
thing.
not talking about the guys that are good. We're talking about
the guys that fit the Pick Dogs
Like
that
Beans
Pick
Daily.
Dogs turned into.
No? Okay.
I mean, we can make a 10-man rotation, but we got to get
I like the 5-man rotation though. So it's Luzardo.
I like 6. There's 6.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Imanaga-sama.
Woo.
Scooble and Kirby.
Woo. You can say
Kirby twice.
You said Kirby twice.
Or Sears. That's what it was. Sears and Woo.
Yeah.
6-man rotation. Okay. I ain't mad at it.
5 lefties and a righty. Don't say that.
We're not. Who?
Man.
Woo.
Who's our? I don't know. Should our ace be Scuba or Luzardo?
Scooble.
Scooble.
I ain't mad at it. Scuba our ace.
Ron's 5-man rotation has an ERA of 26. And the only reason it's not 40 is because of Alec Manoah.
So Scuba our ace. Then we got Luzardo coming in at the 2 spot. Imanaga coming in at the 3. That's a hell of a rotation right there. Oof.
Then you get Woo.
Come back.
No. Woo's the 6th man.
Okay, so who?
Sears.
Sears.
Yeah, and then who was the other one?
Kirby.
Oh, sorry, 4 lefties and 2 righties. Yeah, I could see Woo and Kirby interchangeable at the 5.
Batters 1 through 9.
Our jerseys were wearing the sand jerseys from Arizona. Those are the jerseys. That's what we're wearing. Yeah, I like it. Dude.
Yeah, there's too many. Yeah, we can't have like a batting lineup. I think we just got to start with the rotation for now and then work on the lineup as we go.
Yep, we're gonna have to work on it as we go. Fair. Sounds good to me. So yeah, I like the Phillies in this slot. I lean towards the Padres. I don't really love the price. The price might keep me off, but I do think they win that game. Yeah, that's all really for me here in this first slot. Let's keep it rolling though, fellas. We got the Yankees. Oh, sorry. I got to take a shot on the Royals in that last slide just out of principle alone. Just continue to fade the Orioles. And Costy's here. Come on, man. Easy. Layup. Let's keep it rolling, though. Rays, Yankees. We got Max Fries. 5-0 this season with a 1.1, man. Shout out Max Fries. Versus Pepio. Shout out Pepio. We like Pepio here, too. We do like Pepio. We got the Guardians and the Blue Jays. Chris Bassett versus Logan Allen. We got the Red Sox and the Twins, the 50-50 Twins. Bale. Y'all know he in my personal. Bale, man, versus Joe Ryan. And we got the Marlins and the Athletics. How many people will be at that game? We might have more people live than they might have at that game today. Costy, how you feeling?
Out of this slot, I'm on Boston here. Both pitchers have been solid, sub ERAs. What I like to see is the fact that at home, I mean, Boston's cracking righties over 6 runs a game. That's a run above their average overall. While the 50-50 Twins are below their average, averaging 3.6 runs a game. I am a little worried about this Boston bullpen at home. They've been very, very shaky, but I expect the bats to come alive here on Friday night in Fenway Park. The 50-50 Twins are trash. Boston, I think, they've been playing better ball. I know they just took 2 L's against the last 2 games at Toronto, but those are division games. I expect to bounce back here and steal this first game of the series against the 50-50 Twins. So small favorite, -110 Boston for me.
Fair enough. Who's pitching for the Marlins today?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Valente Beloso.
And then who's that for the Athletics? I ain't never heard of him. Gunnar Hoglund.
Oh, hold on.
Who the hell is Gunnar Hoglund?
You know why you've never heard of him? Because he hasn't pitched before.
It's his first start. He's a
number 14 prospect in the A's system.
Okay. Fun fact: I'm older than him. Crazy enough.
Oh, jeez. Welcome to the club, Jay.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is what's going to start happening more and more.
Yeah,
He was born 12/17/1999, so I got him by like 2 months.
6 starts in AAA this season, 2.43 ERA, strikeout per inning.
Y'all know where I'm at, man. I'm on that plus money with the money Marlins. Shout out the A's though. We can't discredit the A's. The A's playing well, and that was evident how they just came to Texas and played us. I just don't know if I'm ready to pay this big of a price with them on the road. And the Marlins, man, they're still under the radar style team that you can make a pretty penny with this season. So for me, it's just an attack on the spot today for the Marlins with the Athletics coming off a good series, back-to-back road series. They played day game yesterday, travel. I just think it's a good spot on a Friday to take a shot here with the money Marlins. That's all I'm saying. I'm fading the 50-50 Twins. I'm on Bayo. Shout out Mr. Bayo, man. We rocked with Bayo in back-to-back games, and we're 2-0. We're going to be 3-0 after today. He's been serviceable. His last game, he did get hit up a little bit, 6 hits, 3 earned, but the offense backed him up as they won that game 13-3 against the Guardians on the road. He should be just fine here. It's not like the Twins have been lighting the world on fire. 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs the last couple days. I think Bayo has a solid outing. I think the Red Sox get a nice home win today, Friday night in Fenway. I meant to say this at the top. Did y'all see that yesterday the first 9 dogs won outright in baseball?
Yep.
That shit was crazy.
I had 2 of the 3. Faded one of them. Fucking Skeens, man.
The first 9 underdogs won yesterday.
Skeens let me down.
Even next time. Chris, how you feeling?
Let's see here. I am going to lean towards the Athletics. Mainly being I'm not a huge Beloso fan, and the problem for me is that the Marlins just been giving up a ton of runs as of late. I think there are going to be value spots where we can take the Marlins, and I'm not faulting them for playing the Dodgers, playing and getting beat by who's in front of them, but realistically, you look at the back end of that series, they gave up, 27 runs in 2 games, 34 in that entire series. Gave up 21 runs in the last 2 games against the Seattle Mariners. The Athletics have won 7 of their last 9. 5 of those came against the Rangers. I'm just saying. I think Hoagland can have a good start, but it's not like before where we used to just say, "Oh, the Marlins are a great team for you to make your debut against because they're struggling." No, they can hit right now, but I just think in the end, I think the pitching is going to be the difference. I think the Athletics get it done. Twins, Red Sox. Bayo is trash, but the Red Sox win at home.
You kind of sound like a goat when you say you're Bayo.
Bayo.
Oh, I sound like the goat. I sound like the goat. Thank you.
Bayo. You got to shake your face. Bayo. I can't do it. I don't sound like a goat.
No, that's a horse.
Bayo. It could be a horse too.
I mean, I'm a horse. I mean, it's a seahorse, but the thing is with the Boston Red Sox, you look at how they lost those 2 games against the Blue Jays. They were both rallies late. I don't think that the Red Sox choke it up this time. I've given up on the Twins. They're the 50-50 Twins just on a night-to-night basis, not necessarily they're going to finish at 500. So I think the Red Sox getting back home, get it done here. I think they get a couple home runs off of Joe Ryan in this one. So give me the Red Sox and give me the Yankees. Oh, yeah, the Yankees.
Ooh, yeah, the Yankees.
Okay, what's the rule with the Yankees when you back them to win?
First game of the series, man, they ain't been all that great.
No, the other one.
Oh, when they win, they usually kick the crap out of somebody. That one.
I'm taking the Yankees run line here. The problem for Ryan Pepio is that he's given up 8 home runs at home this season. While you may say, well, why is that a problem? They're on the road. It's no coincidence that Steinbrenner Field has the same dimensions as Yankee Stadium, where the Rays are playing this season. Obviously, Steinbrenner, Yankee ties. And Pepio struggled in that ballpark. Gave up 2 home runs to the Yankees when he faced them less than 2 weeks ago. I think the Yankees tee off. The Yankees have won all 6 of Fried's starts as a team. 5 of those wins have come by multiple runs. The Yankees run line.
Costa, you started this, right? Yeah.
I did.
Alrighty, we got Braves, Dodgers. Yamamoto versus Holmes. Braves, Dodgers. Should be a sellout series all weekend. Framber lathered up the extensions. Last year, Framber might have been on Team Big Dogs. I don't know if he's on there this year.
With the extensions, yes.
No,
Without the extensions,
we sent him to the minor leagues this year. He's got to show us.
What about
he has been showing us, but I'm just saying we just don't have room in the rotation.
Stuff these eyes have ever seen.
Oh, I know.
For the bit, yes, but the other pitchers in the rotation, I'd rather have ahead of him.
Fair.
I don't know.
Now he's in our relief staff.
We're gonna bring him out. We're gonna bring him out the pen.
Yeah. He'll be a spot starter.
Okay.
I like him closing games for us. I like it.
We got Miguel Castro as a closer.
Oh Lord, we lost.
There's that bullpen ERA at 26.
We for lose. Man, we also got the Astro. They're playing the White Sox. That's who they're playing. Cubs, Brewers. And was that 3? And Rangers, Mariners. Who?
Woo.
Woo. Woo. Woo. Woo on that mound today, man. Versus my Rangers, Jack Leiter. And I'm up. I'm taking the Mariners. I'm taking who? Who?
Wow.
I know, bro. Until my Rangers offense wakes up, bro, they're dead to me right now, bro. And the Mariners are hitting the baseball. So it's like, and the Mariners have kicked the crap out of us all season. 5-3, 9-2, 3-1. They run lined us on all of them. So I'm just not falling for the shit, bro. I'm taking the Mariners. I might even lay a run line. Got Woo on the mound. He should be serviceable. It's not like my Rangers offense doing a damn thing anyway. And then on the other side, Leiter, first start back, coming back from that blister that he suffered in game. He was pitching well to start the season. We will give him credit. He was pitching well, but we've also seen Leiter lose it. So it wouldn't surprise me if a team hitting well like the Mariners cranked his ass. Rangers got to show me right now, man. They're really disappointing. We've been pitching well. We've been pitching really well. Of late, we kind of gave up a couple late, but offensively, man, it's been disgusting. So I'm on the Mariners in this one. And then Give me a Dodgers run line. Even money. I think they beat up on the Braves today. The Braves are going to make the series interesting. The Braves will have some chances. I just don't think today's one of them. I think Yamamoto pitches well, and I think the Dodgers get to Mr. Holmes. And, yeah, I like the Dodgers in this. Maybe even an extended Dodgers. Maybe like 2.5, get plus money. So that's what I like here in this slot. Yeah, that's what I like here. Of course, I like did I take Bale last slot? I don't know if I took him, but I will. Fade the Twins. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the White Sox team total under. I think that outburst yesterday against Milwaukee and sort of how they came on strong at the back end of that series was more of a, I won't say fluke, but that's the only word I can think of right now more than anything else. Realistically, this team is still one of the worst offenses in baseball. We know, Valdez is still Houston's staff ace. I think that the Astros shut down the White Sox. I think the under is probably around, let me see here, 2.5 maybe. Whatever it is, I'm taking the under on the White Sox team props. Yeah, you can get plus money on under 2.5 with the White Sox. And I'm going to lean towards the Braves here. The Braves have been playing some decent baseball. It's not that I think that the Braves get to Yamamoto. It's not like Grant Holmes is my favorite arm in this Braves rotation, but the Braves are playing better, and I think this is an important series for them at home. The Dodgers bullpen last little bit's been kind of shaky. I think the Braves could steal one here. So give me the Braves plus money. The Sherlock. Holmes.
Yamamoto.
Hello, Moto.
I'm on the Braves as well. It's not Grant Holmes on the mound tonight. It's John Holmes.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a horse.
Yeah, it's a horse. And he's going to be swinging that thing. 2 starts. He's had
Jay, whatever you do, Jay, do not Google John Holmes.
I'm okay.
You might lose an eye.
He's had 2 starts at home. He's been solid throughout the year. Again, not my favorite pitcher in that Braves rotation, but he faced the Phillies at home when he got a win. And then he had a non-decision where he had no runs given up against the Twins. Sorry, he had a non-decision versus the Phillies, no runs given up. It was a 4-3 game, and then he won his other start at home versus the Twins. But on the road, he's had 3 wins in a row at Arizona and at Toronto. I mean, he's pitched overall. I'm not expecting him to be the reason and the catalyst for the Braves to win this game. Yamamoto is phenomenal, but like Roof said, the Dodgers bullpen has been struggling, and Atlanta at home has been cracking righties way over their season average and their season total, almost 6 runs a game, while the Dodgers on the road have not been playing as well. I think their relief staff is suspect. I think the Braves steal one. I'd rather have the plus money here in my back pocket. This is the video that I did for free, plus 145. You're seeing these dogs win consistently that shouldn't win, and you're seeing home teams win consistently. There's a reason why baseball is like that. Atlanta's got an 8-3 road home record. The Dodgers are not even 500 on the road. You cannot pay me to take a minus 170 in this spot. So I'm on the Braves.
Can I pay you to take a run line?
On what, the Dodgers? No. I like the Braves. Got John Holmes on the mound.
I just looked up who the fuck John Holmes was. Wow. Not wow in that, man. I'm just saying wow as in
he's gonna be, I'm telling you.
And I can't believe you.
No, you saw the other wow.
No, I didn't see that wow. I just said wow. I can't believe you pulled that out the bag.
Hey. You don't want John Holmes coming at.
It said he died in
Ohtani.
1999, so he died the year I was born. So I'm not familiar with his game.
You're not familiar with his game.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with his game.
Jay,
Not familiar with his
for
game.
reference, just look at your forearm. That's
I'm good, bro. Good.
We call that the baby arm. And then
pause, mega pause.
Pause
On this segment.
And the other one, I'm on the Brewers here. Quinn Priester has been a pretty solid pitcher for the Brewers this year, and Ben Brown has been ass. And between these two teams, I'd rather have the home team and basically a coin flip game in price. They're both hitting righties on the Cubs are hitting righties on the road really well at over 6 runs a game, and the Brewers are at home hitting righties at over 6 runs a game. I think it's going to matter way more for Ben Brown than it is for Priester, who's pitching at home. Then you flip it to the relief staff, and the relievers on the road for the Cubs have been getting shellacked at over 5 runs a game. I think it's going to be one of those nights where, the Brewers get the job done here. I mean, they've been solid at home overall this year, 9-4 at home. Now, granted, the Cubs have been really good on the road. I just think Ben Brown is ass, and they're going to get to him early. Give me the Brewers even money at home.
Last slot today in Major League Baseball, we got the Rockies, Colorado Rockies. Sensatella, Ron's favorite pitcher, versus Robbie Ray and the Giants. We got the Angels and the Tigers. Our ace, our starter, our man. Mama, there goes that motherfucking man. Scoop! And we got the Cardinals and the Mets, the other homes.
He could be the real John Holmes. This boy is balling this year.
The other homes, man, on the man today for the Mets versus Sonny Gray. Chris?
Man. It's a lean towards the Mets, but after getting burned by him twice.
And back-to-back days at home.
Back-to-back days.
What happened? Damn.
I'll lean towards the Mets because they've been having success with Clay Holmes on the mound, but against Sonny Gray on the other side, don't necessarily love it all that much, but I'll rock with him here. What I will do is I'm going to take the Giants, and I'm going to take the Rockies team total under as well. Giants run line, I think they just beat up on the Rockies here. Sensatella, been getting up a lot of hard contact this season. The Giants been playing well at home. And the Rockies on the road against left-handed pitching is one of the worst batting averages in baseball. So give me the Rockies team total under and the Giants on the run line.
Costa.
I'm going to take Scooble on the run line here, laying 1.5. I mean, he is just a superstar. The relief staff is solid on the road. What I'm really looking at is the fact that the Angels at home versus lefties this year, barely getting 2 runs a game, batting 135. That is going to be a headache going against one of the top pitchers in baseball and in the Pick Dogs rotation. The Angels have been surprisingly average this year. We thought they'd be way worse. I guess 12-18, but at home, they're 5-5, and they depend too much on the home run ball. I don't think Scooble is the guy for that. I mean, he's only given up this year. He's given up 3 home runs total. So I think it's going to be really tough. He's going to pitch a gem. I'm not laying 200, but I'd rather have that -1.5 on the road plus money. I'm gonna go with the Mets here. I know they've let us down the last couple of days. But the St. Louis relief staff is ass at home. I think Clay Holmes is the better pitcher. Now, Sonny Gray's had a really good start to the year as well. They're winning games when he doesn't even get he gets a non-decision. But Clay Holmes has been exceptional for this Mets rotation, and the Mets on the road. They bring their pitchers on the road with them, and they're solid. I mean, they're just over 3.5 runs a game given up by that relief staff. I think you get a solid 5-6 out of Holmes. Get the relievers to come in, shut them down, because St. Louis at home, and overall over 5 runs a game given up. So we've seen this St. Louis team close games, lose late because their relief staff is ass. So I don't love it. I definitely like the run line for Detroit better, but I'm going to take a shot here with a short price on the road with a team that has a 500 record on the road and is, I believe, the better team. So give me the Mets.
Two-team lay, man. Let's not overcomplicate this shit. Scuba, Tigers, they're winning. They're beating the damn Angels. Angels had their insanity run to start the season, and now they're back to being the Angels. Feel me? And then on the other one, we're going to take the Giants. The Rockies are dog shit. Ass. Hot dog water. They're worse than the goddamn White Sox were last year. Which who even knew was possible? Who knew that was even possible?
Anything is possible.
We did it. We did it. Rockies have one back-to-back, man. They got one yesterday. The Giants come back and kick the fucking crap out of them today, though. I ain't mad at nobody run line in that two-team parlay to end their night. But I ain't mad at nobody just playing it straight up either. Should be fine. Tigers, Giants. Man, let's talk some hockey. One game tonight. The Blues. Them goddamn Blues. Back at home. Looking to do the damn thing, man. Looking to force game 7. The problem is, Chris, we got a fucking problem. We got a problem. We got a problem. You know what the problem is? They not at plus money. That's the fucking problem. Y'all know me, bro. We've been cashing all season long. Blues home plus money. Now that they the favorite, oh, that make my stomach hurt. Make my goddamn stomach hurt, bro. I'm taking the Jets.
Sucker.
I'm taking it.
Window popping up.
That was random. He just came out of left field. What you think, Mr. Wraparound?
All right. I'm going to try to do my best Jay impersonation here. The line tells you everything you need to know.
I've been on the Blues. Should I just stay with the Blues? Should I just stay with them? I'm not.
Realistically, I'm going to ask you this: what have the Jets shown you in 2 games in St. Louis that makes you want to jump on them here? It's simply I'm not telling you off. It's simply because the line has flipped and you're not getting the same prices that you were with St. Louis because.
But they've proven why we shouldn't have been getting those prices.
Home ice has dominated this series. Home teams won all 5 games so far. Think about the Winnipeg Jets. They had the best record in the NHL this season. They were also a lot better at home than they were on the road. But the same thing about the St. Louis Blues. They played their best hockey at home as well. If I go down with the ship taking the St. Louis Blues because they've beaten the crap out of Winnipeg in St. Louis, so be it. I'm taking the Blues.
All right. Fuck it.
And that's why they call it the Blues.
Let's do it. Either I'm getting the Blues tonight or we getting game 7. Fuck it. I'm on the Blues. I can't switch up. You're right, bro. I can't switch up on them, bro. They done brought me too far this year. They done brought me too far. Why didn't I give me plus money though? I want plus money.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, for a chance to send this to Game 7, St. Louis is going to be pumped. The President's Trophy curse is hanging over the Winnipeg Jets.
All right, let's do it, St. Louis. Chris Todd.
That's why they call it the Blues.
Let's do it. St. Louis probably is going to be tripping. Y'all ain't got no teams over there. Just the Blues and the Cardinals. Sorry for y'all. What's the closest NBA team to St. Louis? I'm not.
Pacers?
I was thinking that off the top of my head. Memphis? Milwaukee?
No, because the Blues don't really have an idiot leading the charge.
I don't know. I'm not very good at geography. Not my strong suit.
I think Indiana. Small market team that can be very, very streaky. That's been playing much better.
I was saying like literally, what's the closest city to St. Louis?
Oh! I thought you meant like team comparison.
No, like literally. Chicago.
Memphis Grizzlies.
It's Memphis.
Sucker.
Sucker.
That was so good.
That was a drive-by.
So, like, are like St. Louis people like? Is their team? Do they cheer for the Grizzlies or like?
Yeah, they're 2 to 3 hours away. But it all depends because are they transplants that are from the area or they moved there?
55. Ooh, see, I'm in y'all area. I didn't even know I knew about 55. I just found out about it that fast.
All I'm saying, and this isn't me saying this. I just Googled it. The closest NBA city to St. Louis is Indianapolis.
That's because you have the Canadian Google, the USA Google.
Memphis is the second closest NBA city.
Again, you have Canadian Google. It's different.
It's worldwide Google.
So it seems like St. Louis.
My Google is
pretty. It seems like it's a city that's pretty split. Some are Grizzlies, some are Bulls, some are Pacers. Y'all know what the hell y'all got going on there.
Yeah, my Google is promoting ads for maple syrup and saying a boot. So yeah, okay, never mind. Checks out. Oh, but it also says it costs. He's a dummy.
Do y'all think St. Louis could support an NBA team? I don't know.
To be honest, I think any major, major market that doesn't have an NBA team, I think would want one. I think they would show up for it. There's all this clamoring for Seattle. I think Seattle would be a good one. If you can survive in Utah, I think you can survive in St. Louis.
Okay. Let's talk some NBA. Speaking of hoops, just came across, man, Greg Pop stepping down as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs.
Damn it.
Well, I guess you could call it stepping up because he's going to be the team president now. But he's no longer going to coach. I guess health too bad. So, yep, that's some NBA news for y'all today. But what's news when you got a game? And that game is game 6 in Golden State, a closeout game. Warriors looking to end the season for the Houston Rockets. Total 206.5. Warriors laying 5.5. I like the Warriors. I like Golden State. Playoff Jimmy. Playoff Curry. Closeout game. At home. At the crib. Against a team that they've dominated more often than not over the past season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons. Good run for the Rockets. A blow up is likely going to happen after this offseason as they look to acquire maybe a bigger name, a closer. Maybe try to go acquire maybe a Giannis, maybe a Kevin Durant this offseason. They got a lot of good young talent. They may try to make a move after they lose. I think the Warriors close these boys out. I'm a little nervous about that line. It gave me kind of the same feeling that Clippers game gave me last night, where we're going to be the Warriors are going to win, but that we're going to be right there on that damn number right at the end of the game. Clippers were 6.5 point favorites last night. They won by 6. Hopefully the Warriors don't win by 5 tonight, but Warriors for me. Chris?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the over here. I just think that the total's a little bit too light here. I know it seems like it's going to be a bit of a defensive battle, but I think that it's going to be one of those back and forth kind of games. And I could see if the Rockets are trailing late and it's like a 103-99 kind of game, they just start fouling early, try to extend the game a little bit longer. It's kind of like why, and I know it's random tie it back to hockey, but it's kind of like why I don't like taking unders in closeout games, because if the team that's down in the series is losing in that game, they tend to pull their goalie a little bit earlier to leave an empty net. It's the same sort of thing here. The more desperate team, I think, is just going to do whatever they can to try to extend the game. Gives you more points. I like the over here.
I'm on the Warriors here. NBA playoffs, like I said, when the playoffs started, it's a chess match. Every game is a completely different scenario, especially in this type of environment. There's no way the Warriors want to go back to Houston where they just lost and have to face a game 7. This is a closeout game. This is a statement game. This is where the all-stars, the closers, like we talked about, Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, that come to play. I think last game they kept it close and the Rockets actually covered. I was actually on the Rockets there +4. But this is a different situation here. They do not want to go back to Houston where they've already lost in this series. I expect the Warriors to have the fans behind them. It's going to be really, really loud there in a closeout game scenario. And Curry goes off, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to be a team game for them, and I think they really handle the Rockets and win this game by 7 or 8 points. You're muted.
We did it. Hey, man. Money Making Friday. Covered everything under the sun. NHL.
Is that technically an upset if the Warriors win that series?
We didn't say that going into the series. We didn't think it was going to be an upset.
Yeah.
We expected the Warriors to win the series. Rockets have a playoff experience.
We did. And I said going into it that West seeding really didn't matter because everybody was separated by a game or 2 anyway.
Sure. So, I can already tell you right now, though, Celtics in 4.
Broom?
Do we not remember the angle with the Knicks this season?
I do. Against good teams, they didn't beat them, not a single time.
Against the top 3 teams in record-wise in the NBA, the Cavs, the Celtics, and the Thunder, 0-10.
What are we doing? Hand hugs?
Celtics in 5. I'm gonna say 5 because I already know Boston is either game 2 or game 3. They're gonna just choke. Just gonna die. You're gonna be like, man, fuck you, Boston, like they always do. Celtics in 5. Unless
Jason Tatum, the city made him. The Celtics, I hate him. But Celtics in 4. Plus
Chris,
330.
what you got going on today over at Pick Dogs Premium, buddy?
And for me today, got my MLB pickoff play. Smashed it yesterday with the Tigers. Ready to run it back. Got that on the board. And also got my fastball Friday. Easy for me to say. Fastball Friday 5-pack from MLB. Let's head into the weekend strong with a built bankroll. Let's make some money. I'm feeling good today. Got my Leafs jersey on after Game 6 yesterday. The vibes are high. Keep it rolling. But remember, use that promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase, and compare me up with Jay, anyone on the site, and we can make you some money. Lots of value on the board this weekend.
But do it. Costi, what's got going on at Safer Syndicate Group?
So we're still rocking and rolling with baseball, NBA playoffs, tennis, and golf. We are going to have some Kentucky Derby plays as well. So if you watched the Tales from the Ticket yesterday with Don Johnson, he's going to be our newest. Hopefully, we get all the contract in there for being a horse guy on this channel, something that we don't have. So if you're interested in joining my team, it does require you to make a phone call. The number is under Premium Picks Safer Syndicate Group. Let's schedule a time where we can go over your options, but I do demand that you play at least 500 a game for it to make sense financially. If you don't, definitely buy Jay, buy Roof, pair them up together. Both of them are very, very good. So take advantage of what's available to you.
Oh, and 2 on the jam session yesterday. 0-1 officially for me yesterday. The losing streak continues. It's been frustrating, man. I'm here though. I'm trying to see my way through it. I thought I had the right shit last night. I didn't. Had the Pistons. They had a good lead in the 4th heading down, and then they died. Then Brunson hit Thompson with snatch back of hell. I'm sorry. It's a little silly. It's like this. It's like this.
He did the kiss.
I was like, then I came back down. Kick up Malik Beasley. You think he wide open? 1.8 left on the clock. He don't even get it up because he fumbles it out of bounds. Like, oh. And then the Clippers go out there and win by 6 instead of 6.5. That was my day yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it was. So I got to play tonight. Looking to smash it. You can scoop it up. I got a couple plays in baseball. 3 plays for me tonight. Looking to do some damage. Looking to bounce back. 3-0. Get the vibes going. First money-making Friday of the month, man. New month, new goals, new opportunities. Money-making May. Let's do the damn thing. If you believe me, hop on with me at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's end the run today. Parlay time, man. Parlay. Chris?
Let's go with the what happened to my voice there? Everything cracked. Let's go with the Phillies, the Mets, the Rockies team total under, and the White Sox team total under. 4-teamer.
I'm going to go the Serpents, a.k.a. Diamondbacks, plus money. Give me the Braves, plus money. And finish it out with the Mets. Los Serpientes. They'll probably be rocking the jerseys.
I don't know. They're on the road. I don't know.
Just kidding. I always wish they're definitely not rocket ships.
Knock knock, Jesus Luzardo on the Phillies money line. Bail. Bail. And the Red Sox money line. Scuba. Scuba.
Scuba.
Rocking with my fucking guys tonight. And the kicker, the last one. Come on, man. Who?
Whoa.
Woo. That's fucking who. Oh my guys on the bump tonight. And they helped me in this fucking streak. I'm putting 1,000 on that shit tonight, man. I'm ending it with my guys. Luzardo, Bayo, Woo, and Scooble. I wouldn't want to go out any other way, man. If you're rocking with me, rock with me. Let's do the damn thing today. Money Making Friday. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, to continue to tune in and watch this video. Costi, Chris, any final words before we get out of here?
Let's make it a winning day.
School.
School. Bail.
Gonna come by and gotta go home.
Who?
Whoa.
Woo. And Jesus Luzardo is gonna kick the fucking crap out of the diamond.